All right, so first one we starting with is the SIG P322 22 long rifle. This is gonna give you the least amount of recoil. And 22, the cheapest I was able to find was 3.5 cents per round. Great ammo to plink with. You can train with it. They do have higher costing ammo, but the lowest you can get it for is 3.5 cents. And they got hollow points. You can hunt with them, probably small game, probably like squirrels and stuff like that. But they do have a personal defense, 40 grain projectiles and stuff like that. It's different ammo. 22 is always a must-have in the collection. It's fun to shoot, and it's cost-friendly to shoot. And it's super quiet. This is a super right here, but with subsonics, you can pretty much get the gun down to sound like it can be movie quiet with certain subsonics. This ones I done had so far been the CCI. I think they move at 835 feet per second, and that's pretty much movie quiet. So this is the first gun right here, 22 at 3.5 cents per round. All right, next we got the 9mm, one of the most common rounds. And that's what this looks like. That's probably a 115. Most likely, the 115s is the most common. You got 124s, 147s, 165s, and then you got some other different numbers. Hollow points, subsonic, tracer rounds. It's so many different varieties of 9mm. So cheapest I was able to find 9mm ammo for was 12 cents a round. And in the 22. Recoil is pretty okay. For a new shooter, I would probably start with a 22. If it's a new shooter who don't like guns at all, or somebody who don't like too much recoil, I go with 22. I feel like 380 will be too snappy, and they might not like it. Some of the 380 guns are so small and snappy. So in the bigger frames, 9mm, or if you get a steel frame 9mm, it's gonna handle recoil a lot better. Yeah, SAR 9 Mete. Subsonic wise, you got so many different varieties. Just like the 22, there's a lot of varieties and choice for ammo. Some subsonics you can get pretty quiet. The 165's hush ammo was pretty quiet. How long the barrel is, the feet per second gonna speed up, but the shorter the barrel with the subsonics, it can't pick up that much speed. So 165s out of a handgun is super quiet. You pretty much just hear the action. 9mm, 12 cents a round. All right, so now we're gonna skip up to 223. Cheapest I was able to find 223 was 29 cents per round. So that's the cheapest. So that could have been a reload, if not, but that was definitely the cheapest. Plenty more options with it, and that's probably a 55 grain. You got 62s, which be some of the 5.56, but 75s and 77s. You can get the ballistic tips, VMAX. That's gonna run your cost up. Soft points, hollow points, all of that stuff gonna cost a little more. 223 or 5.56 is like the most common rifle round. 22, 9mm, 223. 10.5 223 Wild with the Turbo 2 suppressor on it. 223 is not a subsonic round, so these is moving to like around 3,000, depending on your barrel length, between 2,500 and 3,200 feet per second. So depending on your barrel length, that's what you're gonna get out of it, and your twist rate. So with this, 223 could be hearing safe, not like hundreds of rounds, but you know, indoor. I've shot it indoor with the 10.5, and it's okay, and with no ears on. I found some subsonic 223. Most of the time you find it is only for boat actions, but I found some for semi-automatic, and it costs a lot. It's very expensive for it. So as far as that, going subsonic, it's not a lot of companies that make the ammo. If they do, it's gonna run you. So far we at 3.5 cent, 12 cent, then 29 cent. So you can also get AR-15s in 22 caliber and train with that. It'll be cheaper. Training with the 22 and have your same platform just to know how to do mag changes and whatever drills you're running. You can get these guns in 22. Same as like this gun is like the M18. If you got an M18 or 320 or 365, whatever, you can have this gun that matches your higher caliber. You can still train with the format of the gun and save you some money. All right, next, 300 Blackout. 300 Blackout always been a little pricey. So 300 Blackout, cheapest I was able to find was 49.8 cents per round. And that's just the basic stuff, not subsonic, not hollow points. And then that depends on the grains too. So I'm not sure which one that was. Probably a 145 or 147. I think they normally be 145s. But you know, it goes up to 220 grain and all of that. Most of them be subsonics, the heavier rounds, but 300 Blackout is already almost double. VMAX rounds and all of that, it's gonna cost you more. But the good thing about 300 Blackout is you can have the short barrels and still get the velocity out of the round with the short barrels, and they super quiet. Like certain subsonic ammo with the right cam, you can get movie quiet on 300 Blackout. So 22, 9, 223, then 300 Blackout. That's the side by side on that. So 300 Blackout, I definitely like it for home defense. Like I said, subsonic ammo, heavier round, stuff like that, super quiet. Yeah, recoil not bad in it. This one is a 7.5 right here with a resonator K on there, so small can on it. So yeah, recoil definitely not bad at all. Super quiet. So next we're gonna go with 6mm arc. All right, so we got 6mm arc right here. This is an 18-inch right here. And now we finna step up. Let's see, what's the price? Now we up to like 98 cents. That was the cheapest I could find around, the 6mm arc. And they don't have a whole bunch of varieties of ammo. Nothing is subsonic or none of that stuff like that. Full metal jacket, hollow point, and VMAX. That was all I seen of 6mm arc, but it's all expensive. So you already done doubled the price of 300 Blackout with 6mm arc already. And 223, about 30 cents. So you done got about 3 rounds of 223 per each round of 6mm arc. So I'm gonna show you the side by side of that round comparison real quick. All right, 22, 9, 223, 300 Blackout, and that's the 6mm arc. All right, so next caliber we're gonna go with is 50 Beowulf. All right, so we got 50 Beowulf right here. You over $1 with these right here. This one right here is cheapest I was able to find was $1.38, but mainly $1.56. $1.38 is the polymer. $1.56 is pretty much these right here. So 50 Beowulf, a lot of recoil. Definitely this one because I haven't got the threaded barrel yet. I haven't did that to put a muzzle brake on it, but lots of recoil on there. You can still use the AR-15 magazines and all of that stuff. I like it. It's a heavy, kind of slow round, but it's a heavy hitter. They got hollow points. Only thing I ever shot out of this was the hollow points in the flat full metal jackets. They do have other kind. So we definitely get into that later, but you know, I need to get this barrel threaded. I need to get this zeroed, a lot of stuff with this, but I like this gun. It's cheaper than 458, but it's right around the same price as 450 Bushmaster. But yeah, that's the side by side rounds right there. So 300 Blackouts per 50 Beowulf. Next we're gonna go with, let's see what we got. All right, so next is 8.6 Blackout. So 8.6 Blackout ranges between $2.23 and $2.75. So I think the 223s were blemished or something like that, but normally $2.75. I would say I got some at $2.50. So that's a huge jump from 50 Beowulf, and it's a big jump from 223. Now with this right here, what I will say, most of these prices was subsonic. The subsonic cost more. I think that 223 price was supersonics. I haven't got my hands on it, but it's in stock. But like I said, every box is at least 50. I seen, you know what, I think the 223 was a sale price. They had some stuff on sale, and it's not too many companies. I see about 3 companies that make 8.6 blackout, so it's not too many people making that. So what I do like about the 8.6 blackout is the subsonics, the gorilla ammo we had is movie quiet. For a round that big to be that quiet is crazy to me. So this one right here is the 16-inch, and we got the Bad Leary on here, 338, and we do have what is it, 10.5? We got a 10.5 also, and both of them was pretty much movie quiet. So we definitely gonna do more videos with this. We just gotta stack up on more ammo. Recoil is definitely nice, real nice in that. So just to recap, so around $2.50 per round for 8.6 blackout, 98 cents for 6mm arc, $1.50 for the Beowulf, 300 blackout, 50 cents per round. And it's crazy because I was complaining about the price of that, but now those other ones are just ridiculous. Then 223, 29 cents. So let me show you the side by side of the round. Okay, so 22, 9, 223, 300 blackout, 6mm arc, 50 Beowulf, and that's the 8.6 blackout, and that's a subsonic with this point right here. On this video is the 50 BMG, and I had thought that blackouts was more than this because I forgot with the BMG you get 10 rounds in the box, blackout you get 20. So on the low end of the BMGs was $2.10, and then the regulars was $3.21, and I think the low ends $2.10. It was one shot brass, so it can't be reloaded. I probably grabbed some of that because I'm not reloading anyway. Definitely not reloading no 50 BMG yet. So the $3.21 was the regular stuff, and that's probably the 660 grain. You can get up to, I believe, a 900. You can get the armor piercing, centenary. Is a whole bunch of different types. I did a video on it. I throw it in the end screen, but it's plenty different types of ammo for the 50 BMG and different weights too. So they also got subsonic, but this one I don't think I can put a suppressor on it. This is the 20-inch barrel. I think what I'm gonna do is later on I'm gonna get a 29-inch barrel. The ammo, so $2.10 for the one shot, one brass, and $3.21 for the regular stuff. So very costly. If you go to any of them experienced places, they charge you $10 to shoot one. Because when I went to the Vegas full auto place, it was $10 per round to shoot. So that's a big jump from 223. Comparing 29 cents to $3.21 is a huge jump. But magazine on this gun costs like $100. I need to get another one of those, but that's something later we'll get. Let me show you the side by side of the round comparison. And I think this is just a regular, probably a 660 or something. I got a few different types, before the prices started really getting higher. I done had that for a couple years now. But 22, 9, 223, 300 blackout, 6mm arc, 50 Beowulf, 8.6 blackout, and 50 BMG. Some of the other prices and calibers were similar, but I just wanted to do these 8 real quick just to show how the price changes. Some calibers are similar, like 6.5 Grendo is a little close to 7.62 by 39. I didn't do that. The thing with that is when we was able to buy Tula, which you can get it, but it was more available in the store. When we was able to buy like most of the Tula and steel case AK rounds, it was a lot cheaper. But now you go in the stores, all you can get is brass, and it's not as cheap. So I didn't really do those prices. I'll probably do different calibers on another video just to show the difference, but I want to start with these ones first because you got 45 ACP. A lot of people carry that. 7.62 by 39, 6.5 Creedmoor. We didn't put 308 in this list, so we'll do another video showing the different ammo prices and all of that. And these things can fluctuate, so definitely this year prices might change. So I try to get my hands on a few calibers while I can at these prices.
See your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit. Let's get it.